Okay, moving on to part 5, expressing quantity. And it says use the prompts to rephrase the sentences. She earns only £8 an hour. We can express this with much. Now, of course, that's not much money, so she doesn't earn much money. Or we can keep it positive with she earns, and we can say very little. Okay, very little, not much, same thing. Okay. Now, you've got to be a bit careful with hardly any, because these two are both going to stay positive. Okay. And the rest of them, don't forget, we can say no with plurals and a positive verb. Okay. There are no tomatoes. There isn't a single tomato is probably what the answers will be. I hope so. I haven't checked this one in advance. Loads of is a bit too informal. Plenty of is good. Okay. A couple and two, these look countable to me, so you can't use baggage, can you? What can you use? Okay. And we've got a whole load of other ones here. Only 5 days holiday. Shocking. We've had rather a bit of trouble with our Wi-Fi. Yes, rather a bit of trouble. It's just the same as some trouble. Okay. See if you can do the rest of these, and I'm going to put up the answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We've got very little fruit. Nobody says that. Okay. We haven't got much fruit. We've got hardly any fruit. That would work. Okay. There isn't a single tomato. There aren't any tomatoes. There are no tomatoes. All the same thing. We've got plenty of time to get ready. Don't use loads of. It's too informal for what we need this term. I only have a couple of bags or suitcases, or I have 2. Did you spend much time in France? It's a question, so we can use much, or we can use a lot of. Okay. If it's not a question or a negative, we don't really use much, very much. We say very much, not much, too much, but the rest of it we use a lot of. Okay, so for example, I have a lot of money. I don't, but it's a grammatical example. We wouldn't say I have much money. Okay, we just don't use it very often on its own in a positive sentence. There's a little tip for you. Okay. Very little sounds more formal than not much. A huge amount. Far too much weight. Loads of weight. Yeah, I've put on a lot of weight. You could also say. Okay. Please remember, a lot of, no S on the end of lot. Lots of, S on the end of lot. Okay. If you're going to use a lot of or lots of, they are interchangeable. It doesn't matter if it's one thing or more than one thing, if we can count it or if we can't count it. Excuse me. There is a lot of traffic outside. There are a lot of cars outside. There are lots of cars outside. There's lots of traffic outside. Doesn't matter which one we use. Okay. A few problems sounds like understatement. None of my friends is married is correct English. None of my friends are married is what everybody says, because this is plural and this is singular. Not one of my friends is married. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. Chris works all the time. Yes, Chris works the whole time. I think the whole time, we wouldn't use it there. The whole time is normally a very exact thing. So I thought it was an interesting film, but she slept the whole time. Okay. And I didn't eat much yesterday. I can say this. I ate almost nothing yesterday. I can never say that. Okay. So there's a little exercise for you again. We're going to have a quick look at 6. And I'm going to put up the answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here they come. Yeah, okay. Little people. I think that's sizest, actually. And here come the answers. You're going to need to press pause, and I'm going to need to move this out of the way. Okay, we can't say all people, and we can't say only not much, because we didn't spend much time.